friends, I'm Suma. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today our topic is how are electrons arranged in an atom? Do these electrons will move randomly around the nucleus or do they exist in some orderly arrangement? Yes, the modern theory of quantum mechanics states that all the electrons present in an atom are quantized and these quantized electrons are present in the specific energy levels. By the way, what is meant by energy level? Here you can see the structure of an atom. This central part is known as nucleus. Nucleus is the central heavy part of an atom where the protons and neutrons are present. Nucleus is always positively charged as it contains the protons, and the orbits around the nucleus are also known as energy levels or shells. These energy levels are the place where the electrons are located. And how the numbering of these energy levels will be. The energy level which is present next to the nucleus is first energy level, followed by second energy level, followed by third, and so on. And another way of naming these energy levels is by using the letters. The first energy level is also named as K shell, second energy level is also named as L shell, third energy level is also named as M shell, then followed by N shell, and so on. And the energy of the orbit which is present near to the nucleus is low as compared to the other orbits that are present away from the nucleus. That's why the electrons that are present in the first shell will have the lower energy as compared to the electrons that are present in the third shell. And the electrons that are present in the first shell will experience more electrostatic force of attraction by the nucleus as it is present very near, and the electrons present in the third shell which are far away from the nucleus will experience least electrostatic force of attraction, and that's the reason why low ionization potential is required to remove the electron from the third shell, but higher ionization potential is required to remove the electron from the first shell. And that explains why the reactivity of outermost electrons is more as compared to the innermost electrons. And next we go for sublevels. Here each energy level is again divided into sublevels. That means each energy level possesses some sublevels. What are these sublevels? Sublevels are S, P, D and F. The first energy level has only one sublevel, that is S, and second energy level has two sublevels, that is S and P, and third energy level has three sublevels, S, P and D, and fourth energy level has four sublevels, S, P, D and F. Different sublevels will contain different maximum number of electrons. Before that, we need to know about orbitals. What are orbitals? Orbitals are the places where the high probability of electrons are found. In simple words, we can define orbital is the exact location where the electrons are accommodated, and each sublevel will contain different number of orbitals. Here we can see S sublevel has only one orbital and P sublevel has three orbitals, and D sublevel has 5 orbitals, and F sublevel has 7 orbitals, and each orbital can accommodate only 2 electrons, and that's the reason why S orbital, that means S sublevel has only one orbital, and that's why it can accommodate only 2 electrons. and p sublevel has 3 orbitals, and 3 into 2 it can accommodate 6 electrons. D sublevel has 5 orbitals, so 5 into 2 10 electrons will be accommodated. And F sublevel has 7 orbitals and it can accommodate up to 14 electrons. And next we can go for the position or how the orbitals and sublevels are arranged in the energy levels. Let us assume this is the level 1, means energy level 1, and this is energy level 2. This is energy level 3 and this is energy level 4. As we know, energy level 1 can has only one sub-level, that is S. And energy level 2 has two sub-levels, that is S and P. As we know, S sub-level has only one orbital, that's why only one, and for P it has 3 orbitals, that's why 3, and energy level 3 has 3 sub-levels, they are S, P, D, and here D sub-level has 5 orbitals, that's why 5, and 4 energy level has 4 sub-levels, they are S, P, D and F. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, in the energy level 1, only S sub-level is present and the orbital is 1. And the energy level 2 has S sub-level and P sub-level. And energy level 3 has S, P, D sub-levels. And energy level 4 has S, P, D and F. And here let us take the example of 3 elements. Firstly, hydrogen. The atomic number of hydrogen is 1 and only one electron is present, that's why this single electron will enter into the S sub-level, and this S sub-level is present in the first energy level, that is 1s. 1s with 1 electron, so only 1 electron with forward spin. And when you take the example of lithium, which is also the first group element, it has 3 electrons and the electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s1. Means the 2 electrons are present in the S sub-level of level 1 and the incoming third electron will enter into the S orbital of the second energy level. So this is the electronic configuration of lithium. Let us take another example, sodium, which is also the first group element. The atomic number is 11, so it possesses 11 electrons. And how the electronic configuration of sodium will be? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 3s1. Here the 2 electrons will enter into the S orbital of the energy level 1, then the incoming 2 electrons will enter into the S orbital of energy level 2. Then after filling up of this S orbital, they will enter into the P orbital of energy level 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these 3 orbitals are filled and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 plus 6, 10 electrons. So the last incoming electron will enter into the next energy level, and this is the 3s orbital which has only 1 electron in it. And this is the way how the incoming electrons will enter into the different energy levels based on the higher energy. Means the lower energy levels are filled first, followed by the higher energy levels. Here you can see 3s will be having the higher energy compared to the 2p, 2s and 1s. Thank you everyone.